216 the net. It is me. It is SG3 here. Sunday night. You know what time it is? It's time for the ReJect rundown. To the right of me, the man, the myth, the legend with the multiple hairstyles. Go ahead and bring yourself in.
Multiple hairstyles. Hi, everybody. It's me, old man RJ. You know, I got to wear a toupee once in a while. So, I got to let y'all know right now, you know, our boy's not here, but we got beer in his place, you know, just for the place.
You're in his place?
And to the right of me is the host that doesn't know the most. He is,
Yeah, Tony the Kid, you jerk face. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? It's me, Tony the Kid. As you guys just heard, Zach the Mac is not here currently. Oh, man, where's Zach the Mac at this time right now?
Is it because I have an obsession with Carmen San Diego? You just have to ask me all the time?
Yes,
pretty much.
Yeah,
all right, ReJects, I'm sorry. I have an obsession with trying to catch Carmen San Diego. I've been doing it for a long time. Every time we do it, you know, I want to know where in the world is Carmen San Diego. So I heard that she was somewhere in Brazil. So I sent Zach the Mac to Rio de Janeiro to go find her. So Zach the Mac, I'm sorry, man. You know, we just needed somebody with that 00 skills that you've been trained to do, you know, 00 Mac. So you got to go show the attack.
That's right.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. All right, SG3, promote us, man. Where the fans can find us, home dog.
They can Google us. Just to make it
firstly.
easier. Go ahead, Google us. You can find us on Apple Music, find us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere except for the bathroom, man. Please don't follow us in the bathroom.
As Zach the Mac says, don't follow us in the bathroom, man. That's all
he actually wants us to follow. He doesn't want people to follow us in the bathroom. I said, don't follow us in the bathroom, man.
Be like Eminem. They're like, don't sit. You see me eating and stuff like that. Just let me eat, man. Don't be bugging us and stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, first thing on the board. What's up, Tom?
Tom already. Tom is saying,
acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me before anything. No, first we acknowledge ourselves, and then we don't worry about you.
Yeah, you last. You last, my friend. You last. All right, let's jump on to the rundown report, people, because there's a lot of stuff that occurred this past week and actually still currently happening right now at this point during yesterday, which is pretty crazy, to be honest.
Tom, I think you might like this first part of the ReJect rundown report.
Yes, you would. Yeah, pay attention. Brandy Rhodes appears on WWE Raw, everybody, on Monday night. She appears on the promotional video of her husband's return. So not bad. Glad to see her back on WWE TV. I like it. I like where it's going.
Look at that right off the bat, Tom. Talk about wrestling.
That's wrestling. Now, second thing on the board, everybody. Rumors is starting that Khabib may be soon stepping down as a coach to be with his family and children. I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad.
Rumors, bro. He done.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't feel bad about it. Oh, next one on the board. Go ahead.
What up, Andrew? Andrew says, what's up, guys? Keep crushing it. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. And then here comes Tom. He says the Crapper is the best place to listen to you jabronis. That's your showtime.
That's Tuesday nights at 7:30.
7:30, 7:15, whenever he wants to show up.
Right.
He said false?
Tom says false advertising. You guys talking wrestling to keep me tuned in.
No, this ain't WB, man. Talking about Joker's going to be a real ensemble to Suicide Squad. We ain't about that life. No, not at all. Now, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Second trailer shows a good look at MODOK, everybody. So those are Marvel fans. You guys saw a good look at MODOK. People were actually making fun of him at this time right now, saying that he looks like George Lopez when he appeared on Spy Kids. I don't see the resemblance, but, you know, hey, whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of messed up for them to be doing that. But, you know, what can I say? Social media wins the battle.
Yeah, but I give George Lopez some new material to work on.
Exactly. Angela Bassett wins Best Supporting Actress at the Golden Globes for her appearance on Black Panther 2, everybody. Not bad. We applaud you. She deserves it. Well-deserved actress in the filming industry, and she did a hell of a performance in part 2. She really did. She killed the show. Literally. She killed it. Now, Bad Bunny is producing a Netflix adaptation of a hit novel. I think it's an anime film. I'm not too sure about it, you guys. I think I have to Google it just a little bit more. But, you know, Bad Bunny is entering himself in a whole different regime in producing parts. Not bad. I'm okay with that. Houston Texans fire Coach Lovie Smith, our former head coach of Chicago Bears that brought us to the Super Bowl.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the Bears have the number one pick right
exactly.
now.
Exactly.
Thank you, Lovie.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Lovie. Appreciate it, man.
That brother said, listen, I ain't bringing you back anyway.
Right. Might as well go out of the bank. I mean, let me help my other franchise. Right. Now, Chicago Bears, speaking about that, named Kevin Warren as new president and CEO. SG3, is that a good thing?
That's a fantastic thing.
Okay.
They're doing their best. You're being smart. That's my team. I have my hat on. That's my team.
So far, so good. They're entering in the books and the positive limelight before the next season starts. So very good job. Very good job. Yeah. Now, Fury sends Usyk the contract for their future fight. Will it be signed?
I like that, though. I like that Fury is actually going after everybody. He's not backing away. No. He's not sitting at home saying, I'll fight him, but I'll fight him next year.
He's never said that, though. That's the perfect thing about Fury. And him being the heavyweight champion, you have to shout out like that. That's why I'm actually, when you watch Fury, it's kind of like watching Ali back in his prime days. I'll fight anybody, everybody, basically. Just come on, bring it. Just bring it.
One other thing is, don't forget the IBF gave the okay for this fight.
That too.
So I think all belts are on the line.
That's fine, because I think that was the whole goal in the first place for them having Fury come back. They wanted that. So let's finally get it. Earl Spence versus Keith Thurman finalizing their junior middleweight fight. Will it be done?
I feel like it is, but I feel like it's too late.
Yeah, because Thurman's already past his prime.
Yeah.
He's past that little it factor of him being a Thurman guy.
You know what, though? Hold on. This could be a good thing. This could set up a Bud Crawford.
Hopefully. But the only problem is that there's too much money and too much bureaucracy in the middle of all that, which is what we saw before.
What? If Spencer's the guy who I think he is, he'll fight.
Oh, I'm sure he'll fight. I thought he was him in the first place that said I'll fight. I just think it was Crawford's camp that kind of stalled it out, said, nah, let's go for the money for the next fight, and then we'll do the whole family, do the whole fan fight thing. That's my thing.
I think that's why at this point now, because this is a tune-up fight.
True.
Because remember, he's coming up in weight now.
Yeah.
So he's coming up in weight. He probably beats Thurman. Mm-hmm. Once he beats Thurman, all right, dude, look, I took him my spot.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Right. Exactly. Now, stay tuned for this announcement because we're going to talk about it a little thoroughly in the show. So if you guys follow us at the end of the show, you guys get to hear it. 50 Cent stating 8 Mile TV series in the works, everybody. We'll get in more in depth about later, but that's actually good news for Eminem and his story. Mm-hmm. So why not? Now, going on music, we rarely do music stuff, but this is the first thing that's coming about for you guys, music fans. Bad Bunny, Blackpink, Frank Ocean to headline Coachella in Idaho, California on April 14th, 16th, and the following week on the 21st and 23rd.
Indio, California, not Idaho.
Man, Idaho? Look, man, they butcher. I don't care, man. Get the names right. Give me something, I can speak.
Aren't you the one writing it?
Yeah, right. Thank you. I'm okay with the Coachella, man. I don't really care. Oh, California. At least I said that right. So what, man? I don't care what the other city's at.
I hope you do.
Huh?
I hope you do.
Well, yeah,
I've
man.
had a lot more than
California,
you
like California. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't care about the rest of stuff. I don't live in that city, so it don't matter. I live in Chicago. That's all. Well, in the area, okay? Yeah. You know. Other notable performers, if you guys are going to be going there, is Rosalia. Look, this is name butchering at its best. If it hasn't been in general. Calvin Harris, but not bad. Gorillaz, I like to see those guys. Pusha T, who's that guy? B. Jork.
Relative to Booker T?
I don't know. Becky G. Yes, Becky G, everybody. If y'all don't know, she's the Yellow Ranger and Power Rangers when they finally the latest movie. So that's Becky G.
Her?
That's her.
Oh, wow.
She's a music. That's awesome.
I didn't know she was in music.
Yes, she was. She's a good. You should listen to her. SG Lewis, Burna Boy, Earth Gang, Liberath, and Chemical Brothers. So those who are gonna go there, enjoy the show. Hopefully they'll probably announce some more artists as well too. So
down the road.
Yeah, down the road.
By the way, before we continue,
yes,
I got one more comment. Tom says 8 p.m. So basically,
8 p.m. now.
Tom's show is anywhere between 7:15, 8 p.m., 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere along the time.
Yeah, somewhere around that time frame. Just tune in around 216 net over there. But let me tell you something, brother, and eventually you'll see the show on Tuesday. So
every second and fourth Tuesday of the month.
Right, there you go.
And sometimes we do make special appearances.
Yeah, sometimes. Now, ReJect's in the booth, everybody. Let's get to the sports talk, okay? Because we got some stuff to discuss. Earlier amongst us, man, we were talking about the whole where will Aaron Rodgers end up in the NFL. So let's get on to that. Will he return to Green Bay? SG3? I got to give you that one.
I don't think so. I don't think so because the only thing that he could probably go back for, Christian Watson.
Yeah.
And Aaron Jones. We know he's not a fan of LaFleur.
True.
We know he's not a fan of him. So at this point, it's like, why not? Let me walk up.
Million reasons why
he'll return, but he'll probably go somewhere else.
Who's gonna pick up a $60 million contract?
Vegas.
That's what
Yeah, all right. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, Vegas.
That'd be the only team.
Only team. At this time
point,
right now, they're desperate because of the whole Dak, with Derek Carr. At this
watch
point,
him go to the Jets. Watch him go to the Jets.
Carr?
Yeah.
Pay $60 million.
Who?
No. Watch Derek Carr go to the Jets.
Oh, Derek Carr. I thought we were talking about.
No.
I would see that, and then that makes room for Aaron Rodgers to go to Las Vegas. I think at this point right now, I think McDaniels would like to either get a Tom Brady by next year if he's available still, if he doesn't want to return to Tampa, or or you get Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. It's a good bet.
So far, the word is that Devontae wanted out, but they convinced Devontae to stay. Reason being is Devontae Adams has a choose in quarterback. So Devontae Adams only knows one quarterback in his whole career.
I think at this point, your best bet is to name Aaron Rodgers for the future of Oakland.
Even if it's for one season.
I always want to say Oakland. But
even
Vegas Raiders.
Even if it's for one season. Why not? That team's stacked.
No, Tom. Sorry, buddy. He ain't gonna go to no Colts. You know that. Stop. Just stop. Your Colts.
Before that, he posted something.
Yeah, Colts ain't gonna go there. Hey, now
a major return is happening.
Oh, okay. Colts are gonna move again.
So the Colts are probably gonna go back to Baltimore in the middle of the night.
Right. Could be.
Instead of that one guy.
Yeah.
Instead of that one guy being outside with as the bus passes by, this time it's gonna be Tom. With
his backpack, like, can I go? Hitch a ride over there. So yeah, stay tuned to all that. We'll get more discussion with Aaron Rodgers' return.
Actually, the Colts are gonna play down at Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Chicago Colts.
There you go. It's gonna be the Jaguars, Colts. I mean, Jaguars now. All of a sudden, see how that runs through. Now on the board, Roquan Smith becomes the highest paid linebacker in the NFL history. 5-year contract worth $100 million. My question is, team rejects over here, is he even worth it to be the highest paid? Now, in my personal opinion, before I jump this over to you guys, I would have to say no. I don't think it's worth it. I know for a fact that if Chicago was going to keep him, they had to pay him the buck. But to make him the highest paid linebacker in history, I feel like that's overpaid. That's overpaid. Was he as good as Luke Kuechly? Hell no. No, he is not. Nowhere near the level of Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly was great in the running, great in the passing game, just all-around leader in there. Like, yes, I give it to Roquan being the solid linebacker. He was a solid. He was a key piece to what they could do as a leader in the backfield. But not to the highest, not worth $100 million. No, nowhere near that.
Listen, here's my issue with it. So you got Roquan Smith for $100 million. Cool. Mm-hmm. Did you forget there's also a quarterback who's looking for a payday? Mm-hmm. And that quarterback ain't gonna come cheap, and his name is Lamar Jackson.
Right. Who
you got that's gonna replace him?
Exactly.
And Baltimore does not have a high pick.
And at this point right now, Baltimore is not looking to sit there and do that. What my perspective of it just shows to me is that Baltimore is looking to either trade away Lamar before they can get a chance to lose Lamar. They want to use him for pieces.
Tag him. They're going to tag him. They're going to tag that. Yeah, they're going to tag that boy. They're going to tag him.
Oh, man.
Why not? You don't have to pay him
hundreds upon millions of dollars. Yeah, I agree. They may tag him, but he's going to be traded. He's going to be traded because instead of losing Lamar, you want to get something in return. It's kind of the same reason why they did that whole thing with Chicago with Roquan. In order to get something, do we want to lose the guy or before we can and not get nothing? Or should we trade him and get something in return then?
Who's going to want him coming off the season right now?
Huh?
Who's going to want him coming off the season right now?
The only teams, listen, he's been linked to a few teams. Like, let's be honest, Colts, Tom, I think they could be in the running.
They're looking for young blood. They're not looking for him. The main reason why nobody's going to want him right now because he's coming off an injury.
That too.
So who's going to pay him that much money?
That's the bureaucracy with NFL too, because with the team, they could have paid him a little sooner than that.
And don't forget, he's not playing tonight.
He's not going to play no more for us this season. He's still out because of his leg injury.
That's why, again, because he's like, I'm going to show y'all that y'all need me.
Yeah.
But go ahead, play Roquan Smith is $100 million.
Right.
We'll see how much that $100 million does for you on the defensive side.
Agreed. No, I agree. I totally agree. I think Baltimore, they're really taking a chance with this whole little spit spatter between Lamar and themselves.
It just shows the fact that they don't respect Lamar.
I agree. And it's been like that for almost 2 years now. The last 2 years.
3.
Big time.
Because when was the last time they had a decent wide receiver? Oh, wait.
That's true. That is true. It's been a good minute. Not since
ever since he came
the Super Bowl run.
Ever since he came in, they literally just go ahead, just run like a crazy horse. You don't have any help in the back.
Yep.
You have an injury-prone running back, and on top of that, the only thing you have is a tight end.
Yeah.
But everything else, though, go ahead. We're just gonna keep investing in the defense.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. I agree. I'll chime in with you on that one. I agree with you there. Now, moving on to Chicago Bears, man, because we got to talk about some good news in Chicago, everybody. Received the #1 overall pick, all thanks to Mr. Lovie Smith. We appreciate you for winning your match against that.
His name is not Mr. Lovie Smith. It's thank you, Coach Lovie Smith.
Thank you.
You got respect. You got to put respect on the position.
Exactly.
Respect the beard.
Now,
the
with
beard.
2023 draft, though, here's my only thing. This, I believe, could be a key for polls. So my question to the team here is this a make or break for Mr. Poles? Is this a make or break? So after this season, what he makes out of it, this is his chance that he needs to make a splash. If I'm not mistaken.
This is the perfect season for the Bears. You got the most money. You got how many picks in the draft?
Right.
All you gave up for Claypool was 1 pick.
True.
Right now, with the #1 pick, you literally have all the leverage in your favor. So cool. Everyone knows we're going to go for a defensive end.
Right.
Everyone knows we're going to go. You got 2 teams right now, and the top 5 picks are going for quarterback. Houston and Indianapolis. Tom, that's a shout out for you. Both of them are trying to go for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna hear you out on your picks.
Yep.
What are you guys gonna give me for the #1? Give me a second rounder and give me 1 more for next year, or give me 2 more for next year. I'll go ahead and take the #1.
Yeah.
We're gonna get our guy.
True.
The only way that he could mess this up is if he tries to go lower in the pick.
And that's my thing. Like if he goes lower, which I don't see a reason why you should, but if you take a chance to go lower in the draft, besides taking the #1, like you really betted, and it's really got to make it worth. You got to make it worth it.
Listen, the only way I could see him go lower, if in the free agency the man balls out. And you're talking almost LA Rams team.
But they have to. And the crazy thing is that they have to.
Chicago
has to make that money.
The money for it.
Yep.
They have the space for it.
Right.
So they can get that team.
Right.
However, though, at this point, it's if you don't do that and you decide to go and bust the draft and you bust the free agency like you did last season.
Correct.
You know Chicago's going to want some heads to roll.
That they want to make the news, Mark. Chicago has been one of the main teams that don't make the media news a lot like the others. I don't know why, but they should.
I'm gonna just ask you one question. We saw yesterday with 5 turnovers.
Right.
That coach was the #1 coach that they interviewed last season. His name is Doug Peterson. And what did the Jacksonville Jaguars do yesterday with 5 turnovers?
Yeah.
They won a game. What did we get? Oh, okay, cool.
Now the other question:
10 losses in a row.
10 losses. Yeah.
It's hard to win 10 in a row. I'm gonna lose 10 in a row. I mean,
but yeah, Chicago did that. That's how special we are.
No, that's true. So make or break season for Poles at this point right now. Correct. In my perspective, I feel like this is a make or break season for Poles because he needs to make a splash in free agency. He needs to make a splash in the draft. And at this point right now, if you don't make or break, if you don't come out positive on either or ends, do you not see Warren, now that he's signed as the the president and the CEO, can you see him letting go of Poles because of these circumstances after this season?
Producer Ken says no.
You don't think so?
Listen, what has he been preaching since he got here? 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. What's a win? A 4-win season? I mean, what is your definition of success? What does he have to do? All he's got to do is win 6. He doubled. That's a huge success. That's a huge success.
But is it enough? I think if I was in Warren's shoes at this point,
it's Chicago. Guess what the Chicago fans say? 85.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. That's true.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
We're
that's true.
always looking for 85.
Yeah, we're
Even now
all the
today. I
time.
mean, look at 2004, I think it was, or 5 when we went to Super
2006.
Bowl.
Yeah.
2006.
If you go back to 1985 when they won the Super Bowl,
Right.
The Lions may have more wins than the Bears.
Yeah.
No.
That.
Excuse me.
It's
And
close.
overall,
Yeah.
the Packers have more. Now, definitely guaranteed.
Now, after this
I'm
season.
saying the Lions.
That
Everybody
season.
says Detroit sucks. The Lions and the Bears record since 1985 is basically the same.
Oh, since 1985.
Right.
I hear
Since
you.
1985 is basically the same.
Mhm.
So all you got to do is win more than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win
Win
more.
more.
Keep his job. Look, hey, that's an improvement. 100% improvement. If you win 6,
I think the other key factor to that too is, let's say for instance this season, whatever happens to Aaron, and Chicago can beat Green Bay twice or at least once, like go 1-1.
No.
That's even like a benefit to their end.
They listen. In order for Chicago to be happy, aside from beating Green Bay, they have to beat Minnesota
That too.
at least once.
At least once in Minnesota, twice for sure. Green Bay, Detroit.
And now one
Listen,
more thing.
man. Don't be surprised if
wherever-
next year the Kings of the North are going through Detroit.
And don't
I
forget
would say
one
so,
more
yeah.
thing.
I agree. Detroit seems like to be one. If they keep everything intact, no.
They caught lightning in a bottle and they got bounced.
So-
That's so true. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say is another thing we gotta beat is wherever Rodgers goes, we gotta beat him. He keeps talking about owning us. I mean, all
If he
that
plays.
trash talk, we had to take him and shut him up.
I get it, but
But
I'm
you
saying
would think-
they
you would
already released the schedule. Like they already released the
They're
team.
not playing him.
So far, from what I'm aware of, that they have not mentioned
Oh.
Oakland, and that's the only team. Excuse me, not Oakland, Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
That's the only team I see picking them up.
Wow.
So at this point, no.
We will never get to face Aaron Rodgers again.
I
We
think
will never
that's why
get a
he
chance
wants in
to
this
redeem
position.
ourselves.
At this point, though,
Damn.
you know what?
Yeah, only
This goes for you.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is going to be playing against the Bears.
Oh, fuck that. Look, you pretty boy wannabe guy. Just
I did it
please
again.
wipe your butt and leave the area. Please just get out of town, man. Just get going somewhere,
I did it
man.
without even trying.
You are starting to make yourself look like you're too flashy. You're messing up again. The defense is recognizing your mistakes, and you're done. You're going to.
is going like the Mother Mary in a bathtub in somebody's front yard.
Yeah.
All the time, baby.
Brother.
The moment
going out
I get
nowhere.
him started, always,
for real, man. Forget that guy. Patrick
Every
Mahomes,
time.
He can go home. That's where he can go right now. Sit down somewhere. Now, which NFL? My question to you guys, though, not speaking about that in the NFL and the free agency things. Which NFL player do you guys see moving on to a new NFL team besides Aaron Rodgers? Now, there's a mixture of Tom Brady in the mix. There's also some of the running backs, the top 4, top 5 running backs.
What about Montgomery?
That's one of them.
I hope so.
So I think at this point right now, there's going to be a lot of good new faces in different teams this year. What big
Tony
name?
Pollard
can you
ain't going
see?
back to Dallas.
I
Tony
don't-
Pollard wants.
If Tony Pollard does go back to Dallas, his number one thing and his argument would be is get rid of Elliott.
They're not
get
getting
rid of
rid
Elliott.
of Elliott. They paid Elliott too much money when they did that contract extension.
They're an idiot for doing that too.
They
Well,
paid that
it's
man.
typical. It's typical
Him-
Jones.
him-
Typical Jerry Jones.
Him and Dak Prescott are your two factors for that offensive cap.
Yeah.
Pollard ain't going back.
Mhm.
Miles
Makes
Sanders may not go back.
True.
With AJ Brown over there,
Yeah. Mhm.
Devin Singletary may go back.
Mhm.
David Montgomery, I hope he don't come back.
I don't think it's coming back to Chicago.
I hope not.
I really hope to see Barkley move on from Giants,
No,
come
no.
on over to Chicago.
Listen. I see you.
Come on,
But
man.
here's my problem though with Barkley. In the last 5 seasons, how many games has he played in the last?
Well, that's
5?
what I mean. He got hurt. I agree. He's got
He's
hurt.
been hurt 3 of the last
Yes,
5.
That's right. But this is his first season, a full healthy
Since
Barkley.
what, his rookie year?
Since his rookie year, a full healthy
So
first season.
in what, 6 seasons, he's
But you
played
also-
2 full seasons.
But you gotta look at the benefit to that because he's been carrying that team himself this past season with the Giants on his feet. So whatever injuries that he's had, this year could have made him more risky than any other year for how much he's played in the Giants.
Listen,
And the fact that he's played that much and still just keep trucking, that's a good side to his future.
I'd rather have Josh Jacobs.
And I'm not I'm not prone to that. That's like my plan B. If
That's my plan A
is to go after Barkley.
My
Plan
plan,
B is Jacobs.
My plan A is Josh
I
Jacobs.
like Jacobs. I like Jacobs for the when he played for Las Vegas. I like how he plays.
Here's why. That man balled out this past season. The main reason why
does in general.
because you could have that ping pong system that everyone that not
Raiders. He plays Raiders. But that's what I mean. Chicago will look for a player that's played in that type of weather, which will be in New York, is very similar. And if this first season that he's playing, how cold it's been and how heavy he's been playing, this is that season where it's like, that's my guy. Is on, and at that, even if he can't stay healthy, in the benefit to that part, that's exactly the benefit to Barkley is that you may not have to carry the full load, my buddy. We got Herbert, your number 2 guy. He can ball out.
And Herbert.
No, Herbert.
No. Herbert's number 2.
No.
Herbert's number 3.
Oh, Chicago in their name, guys. I swear to God, I'm messing everything up. But it's like, yes, that's your number 2 dude. And then you got Fields too. So it's like, Barkley, you ain't got to carry low like you did in New York. We got a whole running game all squared away for you, buddy. Don't worry about it.
That would be dangerous for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
For the Bears to have something like Barkley.
Yeah, damn right. That'd be dangerous. Chicago will be the number 1 running team again this season, like they were this past season.
And just a few little catch passes here.
At this point,
I like it.
I'll tell you one other name.
Yeah,
I still tell you, I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, bring that up.
DeAndre Hopkins.
That's true. His name's on the board, man.
He wants out.
DeAndre wants out. Arizona. I think this would be a good season for Chicago. Make a good splash for him right now. They got the draft picks.
It's not just the picks; they got the money for him.
That dude. Oh my God.
They got the money for him. He's gonna go $34 million. He got to pay for 2 years.
Compared to this is my thing. Murray and Fields better between the quarterbacks.
Fields.
It seems like Fields is actually in the study room, even if
man,
it's not his part of his contract. Okay.
Listen, man.
Okay.
Kyler Murray is in the study room.
He's studying Call of Duty. He ain't studying the NFL playbook.
Kyler
Murray is studying the Call of Duty playbook. He ain't studying the NFL playbook. He's studying Call of Duty. That's his thing. Wasn't there something that come out of the news recently that he made gold or some baloney like that with a weapon or whatever the case would be during the football game? Who does that?
All I know was the fact that he tried to do an appreciation post for Larry Fitzgerald. And instead of Larry Fitzgerald's picture, he put a Brittany Griner. He literally said, he was like, hey, I want to just say I had the privilege to play with this man. I'm privileged. I thank you. I appreciate you. And then Larry, says, hey, thank you for the appreciation. I appreciate you. But I think that's a picture of Brittany Griner that you have up there.
I just not thought about this right now about Kyle Murray. You know how like they have those injury tents they go into? Because I would like to see if Arizona fans look on your reports, whoever recorded the games, look on there on the sideline. Let me know. Does Murray go into those, tents and sits there for a good minute while the NFL game is running? Because if so, we all know he's not injured. He's in there playing fucking video games as he's playing the NFL game. Just say. I don't know. I just thought about that.
He's probably playing Madden at the same time.
No, he's Call of Duty.
He's like, if I throw it this way, go to out route, I think I can get him right. I don't know. Just
I think I can run.
I can hit the quarterback sneak stick and then go that way. You know what I'm saying?
It's all Call of Duty for that kid.
All right, moving along to the Broncos, guys, because Broncos, like we talked about last episode, that they interviewed for sure this time Jim Harbaugh for head coach.
That's all Okoye.
Is a good fit?
That's all Okoye.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
They already have their guy. They're having an in-person interview with one person this week. Mm-hmm. His name's Sean Payton. Sean Payton is going to be the head coach for the Denver Broncos.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Why not?
I don't have a problem with Sean.
You have Sean Payton and Vic Fangio.
Vic staying?
Vic's going to come back. Because Sean Payton said, you want me, I want Vic.
Who doesn't want Vic?
I agree. You want me? I need Vic. If you're not going to give me Vic, don't even think about interviewing me.
Got it.
And what did Denver say? We got an in-person interview. All they're going to talk about is, look, man, what do you want? Yeah. How much you looking for? What do we got to trade for you? Okay. Because don't forget, now the Saints are still, because he's still in the contract with the Saints until 2024. Mm-hmm. Now the Saints are going to come in and say, okay, look, y'all want him. Yeah. This is what we want.
Or they just buy out the contract.
They can't buy out the contract. It's literally like a player. So at this point, they have to trade for him. So they're asking for money, and they're going to ask for players too, or draft picks.
It's gonna be funny. Overtime, new rules. SG3, to chime in because this came out this past week because all the whole little discrepancy with overtime rules and stuff like that. Let me know. If I'm not mistaken, there's no longer can be a touchdown to end the game. Am I right?
What?
Yeah,
exactly. So
basically, here's the highlights of everything. There's a traditional coin toss. The road team's going to choose either heads or tails. Whatever team wins gets to choose, kick or receive.
Yeah,
just like a regular game. Both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball. If the score is tied, after each team has possessed the ball, the next score wins. Could be field goal, could be safety, could be touchdown, doesn't matter. Just whoever scores wins. It becomes sudden death. If the team kicking off to start overtime scores a safety on the receiving team's initial possession, the team that kicked off is declared the winner.
Oh, shit.
There are no coaches' challenges in overtime. Only officials can review.
If they want to.
Yeah.
Which tells me that they ain't going to review nothing.
Last but not least, each team gets 3 timeouts for every 2 overtime periods, 30 minutes total. So they're going to play 15. Yeah.
That's a little excessive.
So if the game goes into triple overtime, timeouts will be reset to 3 for each team.
Wow. All right. Well, prepare for NFL to get more goofier as always.
And then the 3-hour games become 5.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to go with football when we go, when they go to penalties and all that other stuff. Yeah.
They're trying to do it.
So soon we're gonna end up having the field goal shootout, huh?
Very true.
Eventually,
close to it.
Eventually going to come up, they're going to be like, all right, from the 10 and the 20, from the 30.
Exactly.
Eventually, one of them's going to miss.
We're in the 30-minute mark, guys. So SG3, promote us, my man. Go ahead and let the people know where they can find our promotion.
You can find a promotion at Dynasty Barbershop over there with Alex Garcia, our barber. I'm actually going to go to him on Friday. I will not take off my hair right now because my hair looks like a complete mess right now.
Alex appreciates that too.
Trust me. He gets a nice tip whenever he lines me up really nice. So we're going to go see you this weekend. Guys, ladies as well, if you have a young man in the family.
Yep.
Men, if you have a nice haircut, once again, if you want a nice haircut, go to Dynasty Barbershop. Located in Antioch. It's family oriented, family friendly. You know what? For guys, got pool table, got
224-210-2838.
Right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And then on top of that, it's also got video games.
Yeah.
So got pool table and video games for the kids.
Retro video games, got the football table too as well. So if you
check them out on Booksy.
Check them out on Booksy.
Right.
Yep, on the app Booksy.
Booksy, look them up.
Tony the Kid, you got one more promotion, don't you, brother?
Yes, we do. ReJect Rumble special coming up, everybody. If you guys don't know, now you know. Because WWE Royal Rumbles will be airing on February the 28th.
January 28th.
Damn.
It's because you've had a few of these already.
No, it's not that. It's just because I'm
drinking that Modelo.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, I'm drinking that Modelo. Modelo, please sponsor us.
I think that's what's going on.
Thank you, Modelo.
Modelo.
The crisp refreshing.
Yeah, Modelo sponsor us, please.
Hey, man,
at least show the label.
Label out.
I'm sorry, I was just putting out the bottle. I've had a few of these already.
Label out, Dan. Label out.
For ReJect Rumble, guys, we want to let you guys know on the 28th of this month, we are going to be watching Royal Rumble live here on 216, and that day when it starts, we'll have it on the screen. You'll be chiming in with us. We're gonna have pizza, beer, like you guys just seen us right
maybe
now.
Maybe Tom will show up, or does he make an excuse?
Hopefully, Tom. If you're like we said before, you're welcome to come. If you want to come chill with the Rejects, eat some pizza, drink some beers, watch Royal Rumble. It's all gonna be with us here on
what
live.
Did Tom say right
join
there?
in with us, okay?
Tom says, "You guys actually going to talk wrestling during the Rumble?" Yes, we're going to talk wrestling during the Rumble.
Gosh, this guy, yes.
And then last but not least, producer has one more talk.
Yeah, big deal going out on the day after. So on January 29th, come join us for an afternoon of football and fundraising from 1 to 5 at the United We Win Ultimate Tailgate event. Heavy appetizers. There's going to be casino games, open bar, blackjack, DJ, photo booth. The championship games are going to be on a huge screen over at the Vixen right downtown McHenry here on Green Street, 1208 North Green. Raffle prizes, including sports tickets, grills, monster coolers, local packages, and more. It's only $40 a ticket. And that includes appetizers, the open bar, initial casino play, and 5 raffle tickets. And this all goes to the United Way to help out local charities. It's going to be a great time. A lot of us from 21.6 are going to be there. Purchase tickets at www.uwmchenry.com.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right, back to the show, peeps, because it's going to be a fun night. Now, speaking about wrestling time, that's what we're going to jump into, because I think it's best that we move on to this, because if I'm not mistaken, Vince McMahon is back at WWE. Am I right?
Yep, yes.
Back in charge, in the news all over again, which, as Tom said, he called it. He was going to be back.
From the moment it was announced, he was like, "Yeah, he coming back.
He come back." Stephanie McMahon's CEO is, as she said, resigning. Oh, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can only come back if you left.
Okay, so
it makes sense. It does kind of make sense. As if he left. That's true. He's been in the limelight like that.
Finally
he's taking the helm.
Yeah, he took a little break. He's like, let me take a step
he
back.
He just wanted to show the buyers, hey, this product's still gonna go without my name.
Right. And I think one time said, like, let me tell you something with this past episode. He did mention that. I think he wanted to show for the fact that WWE can keep it moving, even if he's not the actual guy in the booth back there calling the shots. You know what I mean? They wanted to show the money buyers that who's going to buy WWE coming up soon, that this can go on without me for sure. It's in good hands.
It's going to be bought by Disney World. They're going to have WrestleMania at the Orlando Park. I'm going to be buying myself some tickets. I'm going to Disney World.
And every single year when he's on this show, I'm going to Disney World.
Right, exactly. Like, I mean, how do you feel about this? I mean, do you feel like it's actually a good thing that he's back in charge in perspective? Because I'm just saying, at this point right now,
he's not in creative. That's the one thing I'm looking at, is that Triple H still has final say in the matches and the outcome of the matches. Mm-hmm. If I'm right, Tom, if you can answer that to me, please let me know. But if Triple H has say in what's going to happen on NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, and he gets to control the outcome of everything,
right,
I don't see why Vince McMahon is a heavy load on everybody. He's coming back just to sell the company, from what I believe. So
Tom actually just responded to. He said no selling to Saudi, so he will be back in full creative.
Oh, darn.
That's why.
Never mind, Tom.
It's out, darn.
So, yeah, if he's in full creative, we're doomed.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just like, listen, at this point right now, in people's lives, in the new age of eras, it's like Vince is gonna rub off to a lot of people the wrong way, especially the women. I'm just shouting out there right now. He's gonna rub off the wrong way, and at this point, it's yes, you have good connections.
Did he say rub off?
Huh? Yeah. It's just like you're going to Saudi at this point right now. Okay, fine. You're gonna sell the money, get the big bucks. It's gonna go public and everything like that. They're gonna make a lot of choices and move on from there.
Tom says in WWE will no longer be publicly traded.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
So basically, so whoever buys is gonna go back to private.
Yeah.
But what I was telling him though, don't be surprised if out of the blue Comcast comes out and they make that big old purchase. They just invested so much money into that company to get them into Peacock. Mm-hmm. So the moment they lose them to Disney, to whoever,
right,
you already lost everything you just invested.
Yeah, what Tom say?
We said Saudi only company will keep Vince in charge.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, yeah. I agree with that. Saudi's the only company that if you're gonna sell it to, he's the only that's the only company that's gonna keep him there. They want him there. They've had obviously good connections with him.
AKA, we're gonna fill this man's pocket.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But that's the thing. That I feel like
they do it in the world of golf.
I feel like with all of this, it could be in jeopardy. If I'm not mistaken, WWE could be in jeopardy in the sense of their direction, what they've worked so hard for ever since he stepped away, in the whole creative controlness and the whole platinum of making them back to being number one company in the world. I don't know. It could be in jeopardy. Just in my opinion. That's just me. But he's already at this point, like I kind of put on there, just to remind myself, Vince McMahon is being sued by one of the shareholders. That just goes to show he's not the guy. He's not the guy. He's not that guy.
I just feel like this. Like I said, at this point, he's just trying to get the bang for his buck. That's why I noticed they're not talking about sell. It's all just spitter. After WrestleMania, that big old for sale sign is going to be up in Connecticut. Tom said Disney will not have Vince with the bad PR. Fox lost money with SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
the only reason why Fox lost money is because of the creative control. Is because of what he was doing on SmackDown.
That's true.
In history, Vince has never really wanted SmackDown to be the number one show, or if not, really be as par as them, just because he loves Raw. Raw has always been his baby.
Well, because he created Raw.
SmackDown, exactly. SmackDown would always be his B show. So for B show to be better than the A show, he can't have that happen at all whatsoever.
I'll bring up something.
Producer Ken wants to say something.
Go ahead, Ken. Yes, sir.
All right. So follow the thought here. Is a lot of people file bankruptcy, big companies, when their CEOs and presidents do bad things. Mm-hmm. He may have had somebody saying, "Hey, we'd like to buy that," so he steps away, shows that who can run it creatively, right? Triple H and Stephanie. He sells a bad product to get himself out of out of any lawsuits that are covered by the company or whatever, right? And then you got Triple H and Stephanie roll over to AEW, and everybody follows. And now you've got everybody over at the AEW, and the WWE drifts away,
man,
without even being thought of.
Man, that's
there was that. I'm not sure if it's a real picture or just.
I don't know if that's a real picture. I think that's a fake picture. The way I look at that picture, it looks like a photo.
It ain't as twisted. I mean, Vince is twisted.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, he
works
out some kinky deals.
You can never.
Khan over at the AEW had to make sure that Stephanie and Triple H were creative enough to bring it back.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh man, I don't know.
That's another guy that has the money to buy that company.
It's not Tony Khan. It's his father.
Yeah, the pops. Pops is like, let me think about
hey,
this.
I thought The Rock was going to buy it, Tom. I thought The Rock was going to end up buying it all.
There was words about The Rock buying it with Nick Khan.
I don't think they have the money for it though, dude.
I don't know.
That's why a lot of people were saying, why isn't Steph and Triple H just buying it? And I told a lot of people the main reason.
They don't have enough. They ain't got nowhere near enough.
Because that man never wanted. He wanted his kids to do what he did from his father.
Exactly.
He bought the business for $1 million, and so he's like, whatever I have it for, you guys are gonna have to buy it for that.
Right.
So Steph and Tripp, they ain't got a quarter. They got a dent in that money.
There goes Tom. Tom says, looking forward to WWE giving the Jags the belt after they win the Super Bowl. That could be a really big thing.
And Tom said The Rock would be a purchasing partner.
I would think so.
Maybe with Disney, but you said Disney ain't gonna get it.
I don't. You know what? I feel like at this point,
I'd be like, if The Rock does work a deal with Disney, they could get it. Just saying.
I feel that whoever tries to buy it, they're going to try to get The Rock in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel honestly, I feel Disney
has a good relationship with The Rock because The Rock's moving over from WB.
Yeah, but like Tom said on his show though too. Now you've got Disney's agenda behind it.
It could be the agenda, but it also could be just how they deal with Marvel. Hey man, you guys, we bought the company. Yeah. We got Kevin Feige in charge. We're keeping in good hands with it. As long as you, Kevin, fall in line to what our agenda is, then we're good to go. We're good. Right. We're going to give it to you, The Rock. We're going to give it to you, Triple H. Make us money. We ain't got to come up in there and force you to do anything that you don't want to do. Just make sure you follow 3 rules, which I'm not going to say the rules.
Keep Will Smith. Oh, never mind.
Away from Chris Rock.
Exactly.
At this point, also Tom says this scandal screwed the company.
As always.
One last thing I'm going to just sit here and say, don't be surprised if out of the blue, before you see it, Comcast is over there chirping at The Rock's ear.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, like I said, how much billions of dollars did they not give WWE to shut down WWE, the WWE network here?
Yeah.
Just to change everything to Peacock. Mm-hmm. Think about that now.
That's true.
And watch, if they do get it, Fox is no longer going to have SmackDown.
Donald Trump's going to buy it.
There you go. Fox is no longer going to have SmackDown. USA is no longer. USA is going to keep them because USA. I think USA is a network of Comcast. Watch both. USA have both Raw and SmackDown.
Rewatch Vince and Pat McAfee's show last year, according to what Tom said. Yeah, it's true. I should rewatch that for sure.
I'll watch it too.
Yeah, I'll watch it too. All right, moving on to UFC or MMA stuff. Actually, UFC, because at this point right now, this is getting pretty hefty over there. Fans are asking, why did Dana White get a pass on the incident of his incident with his wife Anna? Why did he get a pass? Now, on the last, I think he did a little press conference. He even stated, "Oh, actually, I should be able to play this on there." No, let me see if I can. But
while you're looking at this
part right now, why did he get a pass? Do you think he got a pass, you guys? Just asking.
Have they brought it up?
Huh?
Have they brought it up?
Not since then.
Has he brought it up?
Has he brought it up?
Has ESPN brought it up? Has ESPN brought it up? ABC, Telemundo, and
Univision.
Anybody brought it up? Oh, just TMZ, but everyone just stay quiet.
I found it. It's a little TikTok quick bit. So yes. So this was a little. I'm gonna go around and show everybody real fast. So I want everybody to hear this real quick because this was a little crazy in my opinion.
Concussions be? You tell me. I take 30 days off. How does that hurt me? I mean, I told you guys when we were going through COVID could last 10 years. I could sit it out and, you know what I mean? What would be the problem? The only, it's much like COVID, actually. You know, me leaving hurts the company, hurts my employees, hurts the fighters. Doesn't hurt me. I could have left in 2016. You know what I mean? I don't know. What's the, do I need to reflect? No, I don't need to reflect. The next morning when I woke up, you know what I mean? I've been against this. I've owned this. I'm telling you that I'm wrong. And, but listen, I mean, we've had plenty of discussions internally with Ari, ESPN. Nobody's happy. Nobody's happy about this, you know, neither am I. But it happened and I have to deal with it. And what is my punishment? Here's my punishment. I got to walk around for however long I live. Is it 10.4 years or is it another 25 years? And I gotta, this is how I'm labeled now. My other punishment is that, you know, I'm sure a lot of people, whether it be media, fighters, friends, acquaintances who had respect for me might not have respect for me now. I mean, what?
Your opinion on that. Your opinion on that.
Mine.
Yes. I'm going to ask you, old man, because normally we don't get your opinion from Jump Street. And this is just what you heard. By listening to that, what does that tell you on his part?
Well, first, he's being cocky. Anyone could be replaced.
Thank you. Very good. Very good analyst. Yes.
So, first of all, any person with a good idea of how to run UFC, a fight, fighting championship, right, a good promoter could come in and take your job. That's why you're stuttering on your conference. You're not talking straight. You're not like I am right now. I've had a few beers. I should be stuttering myself. I'm not. You should be at the point right now owning up to it like you should, but you're not owning up to it right away. You just said, I'm not going to lose my job. I'm good. I hit her. The media's going to be mad at me. You weren't giving a true apology at all for what happened. You want a real punishment. Why not stand in the octagon, hands behind your back, tied up, have a lot of girls come in and bitch slap you. Then you could take a good punishment and say, okay, now we're even. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 girls. I'm talking about a whole good pile of UFC women fighters going there, give you a good bitch slapping, so you see what it's like to be slapped around. Then you can stutter. Go ahead,
No, I mean, this is my thing. I think you hit it right on the nail when it comes to him talking like as if he knows he's untouchable. That's what bothers me the most. The fact that you go in there with the press conference and talk the way you talk just tells me you already feel you're entitled and already feel like I'm untouchable. This company will go down the drain if I wasn't here type of standard. That's a Vince McMahon mental state of mind. And that's why they're best friends with each other. But again, is that because you've been on top for so long where you feel that way and you feel whatever you do and whatever comes on board in social media and all that kinds of stuff, that you already know cancel culture will not hit this way. Not hit this way at all whatsoever. But what bothers me is that simple thing. Why is he being treated any differently than any other fighter that would have occurred that doing the same thing? If we would have saw DC, Daniel Cormier, do this on TV like how it was, I'm pretty sure he would have got fired from his job.
Fired, labeled for the rest of his life.
All the time. Down the field. Now, that's where my problem with this. I've always been a fan favorite of Dana White. He's always been my type of like leader in the sense of like
straight in your face,
the truth. And not saying the true truth, but your truth, his truth in your face. But when it comes to this point, I'm sorry, man. I can't really be a fan of it.
Let me tell you about his truth. That ain't the first time he's hit her.
Yep. Don't lie. The way it looked,
he sat up there and he would belittle people who did that to women.
Yep.
He was doing it. That and you know what? What has she said since then? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This shit's happened before.
Exactly.
This shit's it just happened to get caught. So this dude, dirty. You know what?
Is very dirty.
Listen, didn't somebody miss a bunch of games and went up for an elevator incident?
Exactly, and then ended up getting shined out. Hey, because of that.
If this was a minority, who did that?
That's exactly
right?
my point.
Hey, Phil Wallace.
And for him if this is my other case, maybe this is my other thing. Why I know this, you for right on the part where this ain't the first. Yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, he employed an NFL football player, former NFL football player, who was already convicted of those type of crimes.
Yep.
And Dan Hardy or Den Hardy?
I think it was Dan Hardy.
Dan Hardy, right? Former Dallas Cowboys defensive end who was convicted during his time with them of beating up his wife or his significant other at the time. So that tells me it's like, hey, here you go.
Notice when Ray Rice punched his fiance,
an elevator.
Kareem Hunt punted that woman. He didn't bash him.
Nope.
He didn't say nothing bad.
Nope.
But yet they got the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Where's his?
Exactly.
Oh, we're gonna label him for life.
And
cool. That's a great punishment.
It would hurt everybody else, but no, it wouldn't.
No, it would not at all.
I know.
Keep going on.
Thank you. UFC would keep going on just because they bought whoever the new company buyers bought that company. Yes, they wanted to keep him on there because they knew he had the vision of where it was going to go. Yep. But come on, right now where it's at, you can replace. He's replaceable. He is definitely replaceable right now.
How do you get Ariel on there?
Thank you. And even Ariel Helwani was talking about that too as well. Like, this is ridiculous. Hey. And I love his little, I'll share that skit some other day.
Maybe he's buying the WWE.
Hey,
we've seen Vince slap women.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, that is true.
Maybe this is a play.
A good little play in there. So that's my only dilemma and my
I didn't like
issue.
His tone of voice, his tonality, just
everything.
Like old man was saying. Come on. No.
He was shaking the minute you heard that he's stuttering his words and everything, and just the way he's trying to.
He turned red. Turned red as the conversation went on. You see his face. He turned red. He knew he was guilty. That's the problem.
He's at the point where he has to think before he speaks. Right now, any word you say is going to be held against you.
Court of law.
The court of law and all social media.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Here's the best part about it. I'm surprised none of y'all caught what I caught.
Which cut?
He didn't call his wife by name. He called her Ari. Her name is Anna.
Yeah.
He said, "I've been speaking with Ari." Who the fuck is Ari? Your wife's name is Anna.
That's crazy.
Maybe that's his attorney.
Why couldn't you say my attorney Ari?
Well, I don't know.
or a nickname he has for it. I don't know.
No. If you're what at this point,
you as a host, SG3. I just SG3.
SG3. Okay, but at this point though, if you would say the incident between, he technically said this is intimate now. This is between me and my wife, Ari.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did say it's intimate. He said we've taken this behind closed quarters and we've been talking about it.
I have to listen again because I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I hear that part too.
But trust me, I caught. I'm like, ain't his wife's name Anna?
I don't. It's ridiculous at this point right now. It sucks to be where
maybe that's her pet name. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey,
That's an indoor name.
instead of honey, it's Ari. I don't know.
It just sucks.
Can't.
It just sucks. It sucks. At
There's a
this
thing
point
for
right now,
Ari
it sucks,
on
and I
that.
feel like social media. This is only gonna develop more steam as it goes.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
not-
this press conference was early this week.
Listen,
so that tells
I'm
me
gonna just say
it's
something.
going to kick with the steam.
I don't feel like it is.
It's gone. Done.
I feel like it's already out the door. I feel like everyone's just okay. He said he's sorry.
It does feel like that.
Because you know why? Brett Favre is still free.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right about that. All right, moving on. Last subject of the episode.
It was only $5 million. He didn't hit a girl.
But he stole.
Moving on to the good and bad, everybody, because I gotta ask some questions to old man RJ right next to me, man.
Well,
Some
why
good
not-
and bad topics.
Why does that have to be me?
Well,
Why?
because it's
Because I've been talking about the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, but even
All
then,
right.
SG3, because especially with this one, the first on the board though
No,
is 8 Mile TV series in the works.
if
good or
it's
bad?
on,
I'm starting with SG3. Shh, wait for your turn.
I'm good with it, you know, because I'm an Eminem fan.
Uh-huh.
So like, it's gonna give a lot of his background and stuff like that. Cool,
50.
but
He's 50. He just turned 50. Coming in.
yeah, he just did. But at the same time,
Really?
yeah,
He's
dude,
that old?
yeah,
Mhm.
he don't look
good.
it. He
He
don't
looks
look
good.
it. He looks good for a 50-year-old, but at the same
Man,
time,
that's
though,
because he put Botox and stuff on. Nobody saying he looks good. That boy using money and buying all that stuff. You don't see.
nobody,
We're-
If
nobody.
you
We're not-
really, if you really pay
Anthony,
attention to his looks,
there's
when he
one
first
thing
came
you
on
learn,
board, when he first came to in the music industry, look at his face. He definitely looks. All this is tightened up to T.
Man,
now.
listen, man.
I mean, up, sir.
Just saying.
Remember, it's not old man RJ talking bad about
It's
you.
not SG3 talking bad
No,
about
it's
you.
Tony the Kid. If you want to bury somebody, Eminem,
It's
Tony the Kid.
No, man, no. I didn't say I want the
Over
smoke
here,
from Eminem.
over
I
here,
said
we're
pretty
over
close.
here.
I said
cool.
he looks good.
We are cool.
Over,
yeah,
over
yeah,
here, we
yeah.
respect all
We
us three right here. We
respect
respect
you.
you. So
Look,
there's a diss
Eminem
track,
is-
but he's
all I
only
said-
one way.
All I said, if you rewind the show here, all I said was Eminem, you got work done. That's all I said.
No,
That's all I
no,
said.
notice we
I think he went into detail. On it.
Oh,
Yeah.
notice we don't say anything.
hey,
You look
Yeah.
natural to us,
I
sir.
was trying to stop him, sir. I was,
publicity is good publicity. That's all I
sir,
can
Eminem,
say. So
I was
whatever.
trying to stop him
I'm
before
not
he
trying to get
talked.
canceled
I-
before we even get started.
Yeah.
That might be the Modelo.
Yeah,
Modelo, a
it's,
crisp, refreshing.
Look,
drink.
even Tom says the same thing. Look what Tom said.
Tom
Yeah.
said Eminem's gonna make a diss track on El Pollo Loco.
Yeah, you see?
So at this point, yeah, like I
Pollo
said,
Loco's doomed.
there's 3 people here that said nothing at all.
We're supposed to talk about the show, Tony the Kid.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. Okay.
8 Mile.
8 Mile TV. 8 Mile TV series in the works. I like it actually. I'm not
I like it.
I like the movie already. It was the movie was pretty
But-
good. It wasn't. It was similar to his story. Yes, different. Different perspective things occurred. A little furbish here and there, but it was good. I agree.
If I was Eminem and 50 Cent, aim at Paramount or aim at Peacock or Hulu.
Well,
Go-
actually, 50 Cent is very close with Stars. Whoever
Really?
owns Stars,
Oh,
50 Cent has a good rapport with
Ain't that
Stars.
CBS?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not too
no,
sure
you
which
didn't.
company knows, but he's very good with Stars.
It's
So I
It's
would not
216
doubt that
Studios.
8 Miles
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the works with
that's-
Stars. Just saying, because I mean, 50 Cent already has his Power series that's on there, which is a very good series. I recommend it for everybody. It's really good. I saw it. Then he also had a prequel series and some other spinoff series to it. And even at that, there's still more coming. So that just tells me he has a great relationship with them. With this whole 8 Mile script in the works, this is probably where it's going to end up.
gonna end up on Stars. That's a good idea.
So, not
I don't
bad.
blame
Not
him.
bad. Now, moving on to Captain Planet movie canceled. I mean, it was canceled a while ago, but it seems like there's no resurgence of it. But Mr. Leo DiCaprio,
Don't try to
Leo
save us
DiCaprio,
Leo. Just Leo. Everybody
Leo,
knows
thank
Leo.
and Glenn Powell. Okay, I guess he was going to be the actor that portrays as Captain Planet. Is basically hoping that this movie's still in the works. Now, do you want to see this in the works? That's my thing. Oh man.
Right now is not a good time to make a movie Captain Planet. Right now is the time to do a revamp of the cartoon series or do a live action show. The reason why is because when you make a remake of something like you did with Speed Racer, you remade Speed Racer, you brought out the movie, it sunk. Reason why is because you're not giving kids that are going up,
True.
they're not familiar with the product.
Right.
If you want to make Captain Planet, movie, start off with a cartoon show, start off with a TV series,
Right.
get kids familiar with the hero.
Because we all know kids want to be high
Yeah.
on it. That's That's right.
Once you're hyped, the movie comes around.
Mom, Dad, can we go see this movie? The cartoon is great. Look at my merchandise. All I bought and my clothes and stuff. It's nothing but Captain Planet. So yeah, I can see that. Okay. Makes sense. That makes
Captain
sense.
Planet hoodie, Captain Planet hat, Captain Planet shirt.
People are going to be dyeing their hair green.
Facts.
Lunchbox.
Man, bring back the lunchboxes for goodness sake.
I'm not gonna lie.
And while you're at it,
back the tin ones. The tin ones were even a lot better. Just saying. Agree.
They kept your lunch cold.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yes.
And then t-shirts that say the planet is yours.
There you go. Yes.
I want that.
Fire.
With the back, with the six, with
the six rings flying up and Captain Planet up in the air.
Oh,
that'd be pretty.
I'm just saying that's a good idea. I thought it would be more or less of just straight out to the movie.
Tom's Productions.
But I would totally agree with you guys in the sense of like moving it to cartoon series and let it go. That's actually really good. All right, move on to the Snyderverse storyline being sold to Netflix. My only question would be is that a place you would want it for it to end up?
No, fans are asking for it, but no, Netflix is known to notoriously cancel good stuff.
So just end the Snyderverse.
No, Snyderverse could continue on in HBO Max. You gave us the movie that we wanted.
You could, but I don't think WB and Discovery really want to even continue.
I think it's just WB. It's not Shark Week wants it.
Shark Week
wants
it? Yeah. Shark wants it.
Shark Week. So if Shark Week wants it,
yes, that's true. I go from there. Now, Regina Hall laughing at Kevin Costner at absence. My question is that good or bad? I think it's pretty bad. Just saying, because according to Kevin Costner, the reason why he didn't show up at the Oscars or at the Golden Globes was because of the whole flooding incident that occurred in Florida. So what occurred on live TV was that there was a teleprompter that she was reading, and she was just laughing, but she was also laughing at the reason why he was absent, which is all the whole flooding incidents. So my only dilemma is that's not. Would that be proper to be doing so? Could that be shedding the negative limelight?
It is, because it's a natural disaster. And of course, who knows what he lost in that?
Agreed. So,
and yet as they focus more on Regina Hall laughing at him, but not focus on Dana White slapping the shit out of his wife.
That's true. That is true. That could be that too as well. So exactly. So I'm just saying it's not her fault in the first place, because they were basically announcing why he wasn't there at that moment. She was reading the teleprompter. So I can't say it's her fault at all whatsoever, because she just put in a position where she just works there. So she did it, and whatever happened. But that's something that they think I did on purpose in order to make her feel like negative limelight. But otherwise, wrap it up, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us here on 216 and then on Facebook. Everybody, we appreciate you guys. Remember to tune in next week with us. We'll be here live on Sunday at 9 p.m. But go ahead, SG3. Finish up.
Guys, once again, want to say thank you for listening to us. Tom, thank you for the comments. We appreciate it. Sir Eminem, I am a really big fan. Please go ahead. That man over there. There's 3 people here.
Tony the Kid.
There were 3 people here who appreciate your work very much, sir. No one called you out on anything except for one.
Tom in the comments didn't say nothing bad about you. So I'm protecting you too, Tom.
So otherwise, don't forget to follow us over. Follow us on sponsor Alex Garcia at the Booksy Barbershop. Make sure you guys go on there. Go on that Booksy app, and you'll find Alex Garcia on Dynasty Barbershop. Tune in over there.
We appreciate y'all once again. Google us.
That's right. Google us, everybody.
Ciao.